Welcome back, everybody, once again to another Friday night wine time here on the channel. And what did we call this show?
Your and my perspective.
Yours and my perspective. On
Yep.
a Friday night.
Friday night quarantine date nights, you
Okay,
know.
all right.
Outside is kind of slowly opening up again, but we got 3 kids, so
Yeah.
this is probably our date night anyway.
Yeah. So we just got to enjoy each other's company.
Yep.
Enjoy some drinks. I've got water. That's all I got. What you got?
What is this?
Some pink Moscato.
Oh, okay. That's what I got then.
Some pink Moscato. I'm feeling your fit tonight, young lady.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're looking very wintry.
It's cold. It's cold.
You're looking quite wintry.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we doing tonight?
Thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time, this is just something we do on a Friday night just to unwind, have a little drinky drink with each other, and answer a few questions, and we'll get your perspective and we'll get my perspective and just have a good time. Just let loose and see what comes out.
Yeah.
We'll see how these go. Normally he get to talking and he take up all the time, and then that leaves me with like 20 seconds, so then I have to go over. Let's get to it.
You bouncing today.
Yeah.
You like taking it back to like
Apparently I need to go dancing somewhere.
Apparently.
That's what happened.
You taking it back to like 1994 Monica Bankhead bounce. That's all I'm
right.
seeing right now.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, you got something on your shoulder.
So, would you give your children money for Christmas and B-days or invest into the market for them?
Ooh, this is a serious one.
Is it serious?
Yeah.
It's serious? It's serious. Okay. All right. And go.
Well, my new self.
Not your old self.
Not my old self.
Okay.
Not my 10 years ago parent.
Is this the New Year, New Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm putting money in an account to invest it for them.
Why?
I just feel like giving our kids money for their birthdays is a gesture. Mm-hmm. What is the real significance, right? Here's $100. Here's $200. Now go spend it on something that you may want to spend it on. But that also means you might waste it, right? And being the fact that at some point we have to start teaching our kids about financial responsibility. It's okay to spend money on things that you want. Nothing wrong with that, right? Even as adults, I got nothing wrong with that. But also living within your means and teaching our kids to live within their means with allowance, providing them some sort of financial responsibility through allowance, earning a wage, even if they have their own money from their own jobs and their own hustles, they'll learn that. But a gift in that aspect, if you as a parent, and this is my perspective, this is my opinion, if me as a parent can provide them the opportunity to invest in money, use their money to invest into something that can grow exponentially, compound interest, dividends, so forth and so on, they'll understand that there is a vehicle that can make them money without them having to work or without them having to trade their time for money. And I think if we can do that early on and they can see that, they can find value in that. That's a bigger gift than $200 to spend on some video games and candy.
I mean, for us, our kids they're younger, so we don't really, they have allowance that they work, to get, but we don't necessarily give them money for Christmas or birthdays. And if we do, it goes directly into their accounts. So we have custodial accounts, we have savings accounts. It goes there. And then even money that they receive from, grandparents and aunts and uncles for birthdays or Christmas goes into their accounts. I mean, I think maybe if they were older and, not in a position where we're kind of handling their care, maybe I'd be more apt to maybe give them money like when they're an adult, be like, oh, here's $500 for, Christmas or whatever for you and your family. That's different. As a kid, and as a teenager, they're going to want money, but it's like, okay, well, you have more things to look forward to in the future besides just going out to buy an expensive sweater or a hoodie or whatever the case may be.
$75 t-shirt.
And like I said, maybe you could take half of the money and then the other half put away. But like that's something where you talk about financial, literacy and just teaching them responsibility. But I don't think we'll probably ever give our kids money until they're like adults, probably. Yeah. So for us, I think probably investing their money in their custodial or savings accounts is the way for us.
There you go. There it is.
Cheers. You want to pour some water in here?
No, you're good. Finish that off. My turn.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yep.
Where is a great place to meet somebody?
Online? I'm just kidding.
Where's a good place to meet a prospect? And go.
I mean, you can meet someone anywhere. Grocery store, Starbucks, walk into your car. Like, you can meet them anywhere. I mean, I don't necessarily think just because you meet them at a certain place that means that they're going to be a great candidate to date. Just like if you meet somebody at church. We're trying to act like all people that go to church is...
You better find yourself
hallelujah.
a God-fearing
okay?
man.
No, but all of them ain't like that. So that's what I'm saying. Just because you meet somebody at church don't mean they're going to be right for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Uh-oh.
So you can meet somebody at, like I said, in Starbucks, in line. He could be right behind you and sparks fly. It doesn't matter. I don't necessarily think there's a great place to meet somebody. I mean, I know people have their ideas about where you shouldn't meet people. But... how many people are out there though that like met their significant other at a club and they still going strong? It just depends, I guess, on the two people, what they want at that time, if they connect. So I don't necessarily think there's a right place to meet somebody. Like I said, you can meet online and the two people click and then they meet, click, and it just works. So it just depends on if that was your path or not.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't think there's a right place. Maybe in someone's perspective, there might be an ideal place. But man, how many stories have we heard about people being told to meet somebody in a specific location, right? Don't date anybody that you work with. Well, then you mess around and you end up meeting somebody you work with, and then you're married to them for 50 years, right?
Or, what's the downside to that?
I don't know. What is the downside to that?
Having it be a horrible relationship, then you got to see that fool every day.
Okay, there's that too, right? And then maybe there's somebody that you live near, right? Maybe on your block or in your neighborhood, right? I agree with you. I don't think there's the right place. There might be some ideal places, and then there might be places that are not so ideal, but those are stories that a couple gets to tell into their old age when they're having, kids and grandkids. Talk about, do you know where I met your mom? Do you know where I met your mom?
She was high in the sky on that pole.
She was swinging from a swing. Literally. She was up there like swinging. By her feet.
Oh wow! Okay. Story you may not want to tell your grandchildren, but anyways.
But yeah, to your point, I don't think there's a right place or wrong place. It's just about if that person happens to be the right person for you.
Agreed.
All right. Cheers.
I think we've been married too long.
We've been married too long? What you mean we've been married too long? What you mean too long?
Okay, you know what I mean. Like
no. What do you
mean? On a lot
what
of
do
stuff.
you mean? All right, my turn.
Yeah.
Third question.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait.
Huh? It's yours.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, we be forgetting, and then I'm drinking out. Yeah.
Because one glass, one hitter quitter.
Are we sure?
Yes, because I just read that one.
Okay.
One hitter quitter.
Okay. So, last question. Should your spouse determine which friends you can hang out with?
Oh! Read that again.
Should your spouse determine which friends you can hang out with? Yikes.
Yikes.
Go.
Hells no. Hells no.
Okay, but what if this friend was a really bad influence on you and was always trying to have you out partying in the clubs all night, hanging around all kinds of women, and apparently you can't say no to this person and things may happen?
That's not your friend's fault. that ain't
it's not. So if you wasn't with that friend, would you have been there?
You can make decisions. Okay. You are a grown adult.
I'm just making sure you know. So that if we ever have this situation, you know what I mean?
Trust me,
okay.
I'm not blaming any of my friends for a decision that if I want to go out and have a wonderful time with my friends and they feel like they're going to compromise my relationship, that it's on them. That's my decision. Now, do we all have some friends that could potentially put you in a compromising position? Maybe. Possibly. Are you the friend that can possibly put other people in a compromising position? Perhaps. Maybe. But at the end of the day, no. I don't think a significant other should be able to control who they associate with, who they hang out with. Now, does that mean that they're going to like them? Probably not, especially if there's something about them that they don't like. But I think at the end of the day, as long as that individual that you are in a relationship with, your significant other, and you are on the same team and knows the concern, that person should know the limitations and should make a good judgment call.
Okay, I mean, not to say that your significant other should determine the friends you hang out with, because I definitely wouldn't want someone telling me, like they're my father, like, you can't hang out with this person.
Right.
Like you said, you know, I have a brand of my own, and I've always been that friend that's been like, nope, I don't know who you're talking about. I have a brand of my own. I'm going to think for myself. That's just always been me. I don't really deal with too many people that, you know, are bad influences on me. So, you know, if it's another reason why they don't like the person, like either the person is secretly, you know, trying to sabotage them, or like secretly a hater and the friend can't see it, or like I couldn't see it or something, and you didn't like my friend because of that, and you're like, I don't think you should kick it with her because I see something about her, or her aura wrong, or her, you know, just whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Then, you know, I might have to take into consideration and maybe just either not bring that person around, you know, to mess up the energy in my home, and maybe just hang out with that person outside of the home.
And even to that point, right? Not even be dishonest about the fact that you are going out of your home to meet up with that person, because that could be worse too.
Yeah, but you know, we kind of went over on this one, y'all. But I don't necessarily think they should choose it. But I just think the person who, you know, knows that their significant other does not like their friend, maybe either find out why or keep the two separate, and especially if that's your friend, they've been there for a long time. But you also need to find out the motive behind why your significant other does not like your friend. Yep. It can't just be like, oh, well, they're going to have you out all night, you know, with other women or other men, and I don't like that. And, you know, she's single, so you shouldn't hang out with single people. Like,
for sure.
Most of my friends are single. That's just the way it is.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And if you are the significant other that has a problem with the friend, hopefully you're in a relationship where the two of you can sit down and talk about that and say, look, here's my concern. If you're going to go out and hang out with them, you're going to go out, go to the club, go to the bar, or maybe just go watch a movie or go to dinner, whatever the case may be. If you're going to spend time with that friend of yours, just know these are my concerns. Yep. This is why. And maybe at some point that other person in the relationship will actually see it and make that decision and say, you know what?
This bothers my significant other, and I'm a chill, can't hang out with you every weekend, maybe once a month or something like that.
Once a month. Get ratchet once a month.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey,
you've been doing that a lot lately.
I think I get it from Taj. Taji! I get it from you, girl. But thank you so much for joining us. That concludes our wine time. You know, like we said, if you have any comments, any of your perspectives on any of the topics, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and keep moving up with the Miclette.
Keep moving on up, y'all. We'll check you out next time. We'll see you on Sunday. Thanks for being here with us. Peace out.